So let's go ahead and click on the follow camera here. So we're currently having a camera that moves left and right, and with a follow camera, it's going to actually allow the player, where the player moves, it's going to have a box around the player finding out where it needs to be updated from. But just as a quick kind of example here while we're in auto move, if we have follow and we go to the follow options, there are options to say what direction you're going to follow. Well, when it goes this way, what we can do, we can actually say we want to do an auto move, but we only want to do the auto move on the up and down, and we want to not do the we don't want to do the follow on the left and right. That way the auto move camera is going to be doing the left and right motion for us, and then the follow will allow us to do a jump up and down and have that control for it. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what that looks like here. Alright, so again, if I'm doing auto move, it's going to go left and right. Now, follow knows that if auto move is on, that it's not going to stop the auto move from happening because the left and right is turned off, but my up and down, now my player has control of up and down, but doesn't have control of left and right. Now, if I go over to my auto move here and I start to jump, notice how I no longer have the up and down movement, because auto move, when we trigger it, it says, well, you had it, but you can't have it in order for me to go up and down. Now, if I go back to the auto move this way, and then I go over here and start jumping, notice I don't have it anymore, because when I clicked on this one, it turned it off. Now, if I go over here and I do this, and I jump over that one, and I go to this is still going to allow me to go up and down with it. So what we do when we start creating a scene is you start to determine which direction at what point you want to influence the player. So for instance, I could actually say that if we did it this way, so we'll go ahead and do play one more time here so you can see it. So we go to auto move when we start moving. I have no up and down control. I hit follow with my up and down control. Now when I get to the auto move, it says, okay, now I'm going to take control of up and down. So now all of a sudden I can't do it this way, but when I jump over to this last part right here, now all of a sudden I have my up and down going again. Alright, so in terms of a natural flow, it's really kind of determined based on you when you want the event to happen, when you want the event to occur, so that the player just feels like the camera is an intelligent thing going where it's supposed to. Last part on this, just to point out here, is that when you go to properties on this, one thing to remember is that if you don't have full control of the player, meaning that the player could double jump or fly or do anything like that, then you do want to make sure, as an example, is that your trigger box is at least close to or within the full limits of where the player would have to pass through. That way, if he's jumping, he's still going to trigger the auto move, and then same thing goes across for the other ones. So something just to keep in mind when you're setting up scenes and you're trying to make sure that you're able to do multiple triggerable events for the camera to work through it.